The Black Plague. Hello, wonderful people, places. Adam Snowflake here. Your favorite autistic person. That was a really old channel intro. Here's my room. I used to show this off a lot in my older Dion Ghost View videos. I know what you're thinking, Adam. It's been like 2 months. Your voice has been slowly changing. Um, this is the final version of that voice. That sounds really scary. Yeah, I have an accent. I have a black accent for a white guy. I just am in another country. This is how you speak English there. Unless you're gay. And it sounds like this now. It's fine. It's like my bad. Dun, dun, dun. You want to see something badass? Badass! You want to see something that I don't like, but other people find badass? Badass. I'm allowed to say that. I'm gonna film my day again, and then show off in a different video my sticker collection. I'm sorry about all the older uploads for like 2 months. They're from 2 other channels that aren't discontinued or anything. It's just my computer has a global joint on it for the environment. My computer has every virus ever. I have to get ready. Oh god. I remember when I used to do vlogs as Lingo Lover Girl 5. Was it 6 or 7? I don't fucking know. Let's see, time to get ready. I created a fashion called Lolita a long time ago. Let's see. It does have weird connotations, like what you like as a kiddo when you dress it. I'm the character from the book. All Lolitas eventually do stuff like from the book. It just kind of means, though, that you have a disorder as to why, and you're getting medicine from it. It's never like, ew, gross, 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 age gap. Like, age gaps are a real form of love, I'm sorry. Like, but no. I know what you're thinking. That's not the kind of age gap I mean. Yeah, like, I don't care. Some kids have a disorder where they need that. Lolita was designed for them. Not every person who dresses as Lolita looks or acts or thinks like that. It still doesn't change the fact that you're being a dick. Even if that is what that is, you should be nice to people who do it. Because if it is what Lolita is, we have proof from even the 40s people can consent to that. You're just being a dick because you don't like that it's a style that we have psychosomatics on, which means mental things about. We have proof those people who wear it can consent to that, and they like that they can, and it looks gross, and you're mean. No, it's not gay stuff, but you're being a dickwad. Score. I didn't invent it. My name was Moroni Lolita. Lolita historically was like age gap pride in all versions ever, even like Boku no Pico and stuff. And it was never like offensive. It's just kind of that. Yes, I'm wearing flippin' underwear. I just took off extra pants. It's just kind of that age gaps look gross. I look pretty. Give me a sec. I now look really pretty. You can have short haircuts in Lolita. You can technically have any haircut that's this length in Lolita. That's why some of us have to wear wigs. Most people can wear wigs for like 10 years at a time for like stupid things. Like most people can wear wigs for like 10 hours hours a day, is what I'm trying to say. It has pockets. It's the dress tea time at grandma's. I did have to get adjusted. I have memory problems. I forgot I made it. I had to be a Nemo boy turned into a kawaii girl. Oh my god, let's redo those videos. Illegal violation or something. There we go. I know, you're like, platinum blonde and Lita is Ida. No, black and white isn't Ida either. You're just from the West and don't know Japan. Please be nice. So yeah. It's just I feel like I'm wearing nothing and it's gross. So this is the premiere that I'm actually an author. I've done this before. The first time I was ever published, it was a book I wrote called The Kingdom Diaries. It's still available on Wattpad. The problem with that historical preservation of that South Africa segregation I wrote about is that The Kingdom Diaries kind of needs to be known that there's multiple versions of that story in countries that have done that have all used those as aliases for it. The original is on Fiction Press if you want to read it. It's on the account that has a gray boy from Homestuck with a blue hoodie named Malik Adilov forever. I wrote Homestuck, Andrew Hesse drew on it. I was not allowed to put my name on it for really good reasons as to why it was not America. I'm an author who wrote Ragnarok Rising. It's like really hard to write about the Norse apocalypse because of psychosomatics. Psychology is your brain and what happens when you do it. Psychology, psychosomatics means I can or cannot do things, or I think of things, or things happen because of psychology. And there are patterns and plans to make those things happen when I look at something. You cannot write about Norse mythology's apocalypse. You have to base it technically on something. You can't just write a fictional novel about it ever. That's a play alone. And the thing is, I wrote a play as Odin about it called Ragnarok Rising. It's apparently really well known that I'm Odin, and I did that. I don't know. So it's like, it's fine. I do have amnesia problems. I know my reputation. It's just there's two different Odins. The Odin, the Norse god, and then me. I mean, as Balder, I don't know what I've done wrong because I fell into a coma once, but I mean, it's cool that my photo's on the back of that book. So I look pretty. I look like a princess. That is the whole point of Lolita. It is about being self-harm like emo, being depressed like emo. So technically all Lolita is emo. It's just how emo, whether or not we consider it. Being hurt by animals. I kid you not, is why there's frills in general and stuff through psychosomatics. Looking like a trap, like, ooh, I'm gonna seduce you as a hot boy. The problem is if you know anime, you're like, ooh, that's a cross-dresser that wants to trick me because it wants me to, but it's like, the wrong, yeah, I know. That's what a trap is. It means that you're gay and you need guys who cross-dress because you're homoromantic, like liking boys, but heterosexual, feeling sexual attraction to boys. Boys are hot sexually, but only in a romance would I want a boy. That's like what asexuals are, All asexuals are technically arrow, we just never see it that way. So it's like who you like romance versus who you want to sleep with, sex. The problem is sexual attraction is sex and it doesn't always match up with who you like. It's not always who you want to date. Traps exist to fix that for you. So they have the body you want and the identity you want. It's never this, ew, it tricked me into sleeping with it. By the way, transgender woman means male cross-dresser. Demigirl means uh, girl who was born in the wrong body, born with a male, and just assigned that a role or something, and just had to be a girl despite it. It's cool that Tumblr doesn't know. I kid you not, Tumblr's not an American website. It's gonna be popular again. Tumblr releases the news out of order. The problem with you guys saying, well, transgender women are really women, is that you're saying cross-dressing isn't real. I'm a boy wearing a dress. Cross-dressing is that. I'm just pretending to wear girl clothes when I'm not a girl. Clothes do have gender. It just doesn't need it. And that's what that means. Most people prefer it though, you know? There are more than two genders. It's just not usually the case in America. And the weird thing about Lolita is that trans guys do it. It really helps us out. And no, not all trans guys are born cisgender men, but eventually get male chest no matter what due to weird psychosomatics. It's just creepy sometimes that it's like the show um murderous women though. It's just really sad sometimes. You can't get a gender surgery to just change your body. It's just not all over the world. And like the history of it is that um in general, like I cut myself, that's why I wear Lolita. But it's also liking someone older or more mature or wise than you. It is not always, oh, gross Boku no Pico and, that kind of Lolita. But, it's fine for a 15-year-old and a 10-year-old to date. Because it's fine for a 25-year-old and a 20-year-old to date. And anyone can technically consent to any age of sex. We do know that. It's just gonna usually hurt them if you take that person away or won't adopt them. That doesn't happen in the United States of America unless you're like Italian or some shit. So no, it's taboo, which means it's gross and weird to think about, but really nice and especially, and to think about. And it's like, okay, that's fine. It's okay that it's taboo. It's not the fucking evil world because I actually do have a lot of lovers who are like way, 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 way older than me. I call them my bears. And if you know what that means, you know what that means. It's just kind of stupid. I have an accent saying this right now because I'm going to release this video twice for real reasons as to why you're just mean about my voice. Oh, I like gay. Like, that's a stereotypical faggot. You're just a bitch and mean to me. I'm sorry. That was my Tourette's. I don't think you're a mortal. So yeah, it's fine that you're gonna be an asshole about what I like to wear because it means I survived that bad kind of relationship, or I'm approving of it, or I have it. Tyler Willis did not create my Lolita News. I did, and she copied me. It was an old show on the YouTube channel Lingo 5. It's Lango 5 in modern day English characters. Feel free to translate it for YouTube. The thing is, though, that channel was me as a girl. I was just raised to be a cross-dresser in a culture that was normal and freaky not to be. I'm a boy, though. I didn't like that when I moved to America. The thing is, I was from America. I just stopped being that culture because I got too many American friends. That can happen. A culture is like a lot of shit. A culture is a lot of shit. And it's like you're being a dick because someone's Jewish. Because that's Judaism. You're supposed to raise boys in girl clothes if it's Jewish. But only if it's like the original Judaism. Most people don't worship Jesus as Jews. If they're archaic Jews. Jews do just worship him as his dad, though. They just say he doesn't count as Jesus. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what it's about, because even though they know he counts, it's at the end of the Torah why we don't do that. I think it's very progressive. I just think that's super progressive. So yeah, I'm gonna see you. I love you guys. I'm a huge fan currently of Onision and Shane Austin TV. Bye.